flag, this flag, does not represent me. Good evening. My name is Frank Rodriguez, and I'm the Executive Director of Operations for Gays Against Groomers. The reason that I'm here is to show support in regards to deciding to not fly the gay flag during June. I'm a 31-year-old gay man pushing back against the hijack agenda of the LGBT Incorporated. The pride flag, this flag, does not represent me. When you're a conservative gay and you have conservative traditional values, it doesn't represent you. I am tired of this community trying to represent me and the millions of people that support people like me. Gays Against Groomers represents millions of like-minded LGBT members. And the people in this building are upset because they think that they're being marginalized. Do you see Chinese people in here upset that we're not flying the Chinese flag on Chinese New Year's? Or how about Cinco de Mayo when the Mexicans got their independence? Do you see Mexicans in here upset? No. You see my community, the gay people that want to be marginalized, that make victims of ourselves. This flag that I'm standing on no longer represents me.
So this guy is way out of pocket. And guess what?
You don't even live here. You don't even live here. You're literally in the group Gays Against Groomers. You do not live here. You handed out scripts to all these kids. No, you handed out scripts to these kids. You are full of shit.
Fame writer and sports journalist Jeff Pearlman called him out, rightfully so.
Okay, thank you. My name is Jeff Pearlman. I'm a local. If one goes online, he can hear the 4 hard-right members of this board raving about their faith. We love God. We love Jesus. God talks to us. Literally, God talks to us. And as a fan of faith, I should find that reassuring. But there we were last month, and you guys conspire with Frank Rodriguez of the extremist hate group Gays Against Groomers. Literally 2 days before the meeting, you hold a Zoom call with this guy. You plot out the school board meeting, and you have him, again, a member of a hate group, writing talking points for your children to read out loud. And now we're back, and this time you're teaming up with Sonia Shaw, a state superintendent candidate who recently showed up at a high school track meet to berate both the mother of a trans athlete and the athlete themselves. Sonia stood there mocking them and berating them and belittling them in front of other parents. And you guys align with her. And I have to ask, does the stuff you learn in church matter? Do any of the lessons stick?
Our next speaker is Shan.
He's been getting involved in local politics.
Hey, my name is Jeff Pearlman. I was going to start this by saying that Mike Munsing doesn't get how mean this is. But I've been watching you from afar, and I realize the meanness is 100% the point. The meanness is everything to you. You revel in this, and you lather in this. And I know how you love this packed room. And I know how you love how everyone is here to see this. It's like a carnival to you. And they're all here to speak out and look at the libs with their silly flags and look at them and they're angry. It's so great. This is so awesome. I'm so happy. And I know it's the same reason you brag about your guns. And it's the same reason you brag about defunding the Boys and Girls Club. Like angry libs, how fun, MAGA, USA, USA. It's who you are. But you look small. And I'm looking at you and you look small and you look ignorant and you look pathetic. You don't know it because your introspection is broken. I see it in you. You have no introspection. It is broken. This is all WWE to you. This is wrestling. This is Hogan Andre the Giant to you. It's fun and it's funny and it's blustering and it's pissing people off. But what it honestly overlooks is the gay kid. The gay kid riding by City Hall on a bike or a skateboard, shunned at home, ridiculed at school, looking up and seeing a pride flag, and maybe just for a second, feeling a pang of acceptance. But I know for a fact that you don't actually give a damn about that this is all a show to you, like a big circus. And the worst part to me, and I bet so many here, is what you and your political brethren have done to the universally beloved American flag, the flag that everyone who supports you talks about, how great it is, and we should all come together, the American flag. You've twisted it, and you've distorted it, and you've mangled it, and you talk about how much it means, and you talk about what it symbolized, but you've turned it into a MAGA infomercial. I assure you, there is no LGBTQ plus person right now in America who looks at the American flag and feels embraced. Why? Because those consumed by ugliness, like you, Mike, have destroyed it. You know what this is, and you love it.
And has spoken out for the very groups Donald Trump and his loyalists on city councils have targeted.
So I live in Orange County, California. And as we speak, there's a woman named Sonia Shaw, and she is the school board president, Chino Valley. And about 10 days ago, she showed up at a high school track meet in Yorba Linda, which is where the Nixon Library is. And she showed up there to yell and berate the mother of a trans athlete and the trans athlete who is competing. And I just want to say, the whole trans athlete thing to me is confusing, it's complicated. And I say that because maybe you think it's unfair, which is a very fair and reasonable take, right? This is not fair. It's a disadvantage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, right? Totally fine. But these are our kids. This trans athlete is a young person trying to figure it out, going through a very, very difficult time in their life. That's a fact, right? And you have adults like this, Sonia Shaw, showing up at track meets to berate this young person, to berate their mother, like literally mock them and mock the mother. And here's my biggest thing. Living here in Orange County, I'm going to tell you what the most unfair things going on in high school sports are. Number one, it's underhanded recruiting by coaches in schools trying to pluck athletes away from other schools. Number two, it's parents either lying about their kids' age or just holding their kids back 1, even 2 years so they will compete against younger kids in sport. Number three, especially in football, are human growth hormones and steroids, which you see all over the high school football landscape out here. I guarantee you this woman, Sonia Shaw, who's all about fairness in sports, hasn't said one thing about PEDs being used in sports, hasn't said one thing about older kids competing against younger kids. Why? Because it's hate-driven.
Sonia Shaw is a menace to Orange County. Her voice should be drowned out by more Jeff Pearlmans. Now, if unaware,
Donald Trump gets in the league, New Jersey Generals are his team, but from day one, he wanted an NFL franchise. So this was a stepping stone for him, which may have led to the collapse of the league.
It was a scam. I'm not even just saying it really was a scam. He bought the Generals. They were on sale for $8.5 million. He paid $10 million because he thought there was a bidding war that didn't exist. He gets the Generals, and he immediately, in the lead up to buying the team, always telling the other people with the USFL is, I'm so excited to be a part of this league. This is a great league. I love what you're doing. He gets the Generals. We need to move to fall. We have to move to fall. We need to take on the NFL. Immediately. Yeah. He has a meeting with Pete Rozelle, the commissioner of the NFL, at the Pierre Hotel. Donald Trump pays for the suite. In this meeting, he says to Rozelle, I don't care about the USFL. You tell me what I have to do to get an NFL franchise. It was preposterous. He did it. He basically went behind the backs of the fellow owners to get, and Pete Rozelle says to him, as long as I am with the NFL, as long as my heirs are with the NFL, you will never have a team in this league. Because he saw him for what he considered him to be, a con man.
He broke this story on Trump and the United States Football League. I think what this shows, as he even calls himself a crusty old sports writer, if he can get involved in local politics, you can too. It starts with making your voice heard. If you have one follower, if you have 500,000 followers, it doesn't matter. Using your voice can help change people you know, their way of thinking, their approach towards politics. And I just think this is beautiful. Like, honestly, I do. And I know Jeff, and I respect the hell out of him. But the way that he is using his platform on TikTok is not just going over old sports stories, which are very, very interesting. Let me be super clear. But also calling out people within his own district, within his own area of the city, within his own town, who are menaces to society and democracy. Like I didn't even play a video. He called out Young Kim, a representative who voted for the big, beautiful bill. Like, talk about not giving a flying four-letter word and doing it during public comment, which is so very important, and then updating many about what is going on within his community on TikTok. He has built a very loyal following, a strong following, and I mean, I could even look it up right now. His numbers have ballooned where he now has over 200,000 followers on TikTok. He has talked about how it has given him a new perspective. It has changed the way that he thinks about social media. And he says that it has helped him grow as a writer and also a media person. But I just have to emphasize, get involved. Get involved. It could be through organizing, could be through public comment, it could be through meeting people that you didn't know before that live in your area, etc. Because that is the way that we build coalitions. Is not by it's by calling out people who are bigoted, who hate their neighbors, but probably follow the teachings of Jesus. It is about building community so we can all live better, prosperous lives. And I think this is a good example and a model of doing so. You should go subscribe to my new show, The Rick Strom Show. I'm going to be interviewing people from sports, music, journalists, authors, sports doctors. It's going to be fantastic. Please go subscribe. Thank you.